Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! Seconds from game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead! Behind the screen, Harper got a piece of it, it comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship. Tying run at second, 2 out, Palmero, over the head of Jenks, Uribe charges, throws, out, and the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester, under it, and to the middle of the 15, to the 20, breaks free of the 25, to the 30, to the outside, 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the post, 20, 15, Hester 5,
He will glove it through to Rizzo. It's in time, and the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Come on, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to our YouTube channel. And if you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, guys. Go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it. That'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now you can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Shy, the CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online. Want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok was the original plan until hackers got a hold of me. So on Facebook, I'm at Shawn Sierra something, a couple numbers. On X, I'm at Shawn Sierra 33. And on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, I'm at the Shawn Sierra. Listen, I got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching, so leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around, and that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like the Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Let's check the chat because we got a little live this morning. My man Armando Emeterio, Lara Jr., my man Junior's in the house. What up, Papa? Man, Junior says, I'm not into baseball yet. Well, yeah, because your Cubs are shit in the bed right now. Of course you're not. Mr. Southside himself, Michelle Walls, what up? On a House Music Monday, and Bulls basketball is finally over. Who you telling? Cornelius Squalls in the house. Morning, Shawn Sports Zoners. Listen, I don't know a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. That, my peoples, I can promise you. That I can promise you. Listen, we got a great show. I am fired up. We had a lot of sports this weekend. We had Sox. Woo! Winning the series. Cubs salvaging one game. Bulls season finishing. Woo, Charlie. Blackhawks playing tonight. The Masters. The Sky are in the news this weekend. A lot of activity for the Sky after the Angel Reese trade. So we have a lot to talk, man. We have a lot to talk. So like our old Uncle Hawk Harrelson used to say, sit back, relax, and strap it down. We're going to have one hell of a show. House Music Monday. See, I got my house music shirt on. Some of you might not know what this is. This is a cassette tape. For all you people who, I don't have too many people who don't know what this is. I got a lot of older people following me, so you guys know exactly what the heck that is. Listen, I hope you guys had a good weekend. The weather was nice. A little windy. All right, a little windy, but nice. All right, and I just wish, I hope that you guys were able to spend time with your family, friends, loved ones. Okay? But I tell you, make memories. All right, make memories. All right, we just did a WOD Saturday at CrossFit Warehouse. We just did a WOD, a workout of the day. We just did a hero WOD for the fireman, Mikey. They called him Mickey. Who passed away. He was 32 years old. He'd been on the job a little over 2 years. And you saw it was all over the news. It was up on the northwest side. He fell. He was on the first floor. He fell into the basement. The floor collapsed. He fell into the basement. He died the next day due to his injuries. And then his wife, on the day of his funeral, well, I think they had a little girl. Well, they had one child, and she was pregnant with another. And the day his funeral was supposed to be, she went into labor and gave birth to their second child. So they postponed his funeral, the actual funeral, by a day or so. Yeah. Oh, so my nephew knew him or knew who he was. Said my man Mondo says I played softball against him all last year. He was a good ball player too. Yeah. So what I tell you, let your loved ones know you love them, because tomorrow is promised to no one. It really is. It really isn't promised to no one, to anyone. So hope you guys had a good time with family. All right. And I know last week was Easter. Most of us should have spent time with our family. All right, but now as the holidays pass, sometimes we tend to stray away. All right. So let's make sure we do things to spend time with our family. All right. At least the ones you still talk to. That's who I spend time with, the ones I still talk to. Anyway. Oh, man. Well, man, we got some good baseball stuff. Cub fans are not happy right now. White Sox fans were a little eh. All right, we got some reinforcements coming tomorrow, which I actually might go to the game tomorrow. I'm strongly considering going to the game tomorrow. Big 6'10 left-hander out of Oswego East High School, Noah Schultz, is going to be starting for my White Sox. Damn. We're still in last place. Both teams are in last place in their division. The Sox are 6-10. The Cubs are 7-8. I mean, we're only one game. Detroit and Kansas City are 7-9. So if we would have won one of the other games, we're there. Yeah, the Cub fans are not happy where they're at. They're not happy where they're at. They are supposed to, and even I thought that they were going to not run away with the division, but I thought that they would be able to take the NL Central title this year. And they can still do it. It's just not the way Cub fans would have wanted. And listen, guys, it's 16 games, 15 games for Cub fans. 15 games. That's 2 weeks. Come on. It's 2 weeks of games. Just relax. And I know it's frustrating. And I know us as fans of our respective teams, we get fired up. We want shit to happen now. We want it to happen our way, and nothing else matters. Cub fans, I'm sure you wanted to go 14-2 right now, or 13-2. Sox fans, 2 more wins would have been perfect. If we'd have been 8-8 right now, holy cow. but we're only 3 games out of the lead in the division. And we got to do one of the things I like. Well, we got to score runs on the south side. We got to score runs. Okay? We have to score runs. That being said, when we do have runners in scoring position, we're doing pretty well. I don't have the actual numbers. I just when I see the games and I'm watching the games, which I do watch, I see runners in scoring position. I see base knocks. I see RBIs. So situational hitting has been pretty well. It's been going pretty well for the White Sox to start. But you got to get runners on base. You got to get them in scoring position. You know the old saying, get them on, get them over, get them in. So we got to get them on. And then once we get them on, we got to get them over because we seem to be getting them in okay, but only when they're in position to score. I know the Cubs bullpen or the Cubs their pitching staff is being taxed early, and that's an issue. One thing I can tell you this, I just don't feel the Cubs are ready to start the season. I don't see that intensity, and it's a different type of intensity as opposed to a football game or a basketball game. But I just don't see that type of intensity, that focus from the Northsiders. I don't. I see it more from the Southsiders, and I don't see it as much as I'd like from the Southsiders, to be honest with you. Keep it a buck. I don't like that type of focus. I need them more intense. And I understand you want to have fun, but damn, winning is fun. And it's frustrating because the Cubs are an extremely talented team. That should take the NL Central. And the White Sox are a team. They're a young team with a lot of raw talent, and we should be pushing 500. I mean, we're 4 games back. If we win 2 more games, we're at 500. I get it. But there's that first week, we got swept by Milwaukee, which is a great team, even though they're only 8-7. But they won 90 games last year. They're a team that knows how to win. You know, I forgot who our second Tampa. Went down to Tampa after Miami, won one out of 3. So we're 1-5. Then we come home, we win 3 in a row, we're 4-5. Well, no, the Sox are in last place. The White Sox are 6-10 in our division, Shawn. Emilio's real what? Yeah, Crooked Commish. I believe you are correct. Crooked Commish checking in from the AZ. What's up, Papa? How are you? So that was a big, ugly win yesterday for the Cubs, but these bats need to wake up. Everyone is pressing on themselves. You can see the frustration travel through the dugout. Yes, you know what it is? I believe they are putting too much pressure on themselves. I don't know how the entire spring training was. I think Craig Counsell should have been a little more of a taskmaster. I mean, that might not be, it's not really his style, but you have to lay the law down. You have to understand, the players have to understand the importance of it. And I don't think the Cup players understand the importance of this. As weird as that sounds, I think they're taking for granted the fact that they get to play this game for a very substantial salary. And it bothers me that you get teams like that, and that could be just this whole younger generation. But there are other teams in here who come in, and they are the Milwaukee, for example. They take nothing for granted. All right? They take nothing for granted. Every game is a battle, and they go in focused every game. Now, granted, again, they're 8-7, so they're not setting the world on fire either. But watch how it plays out. Can the Cubs flip that switch? I hope so. The crooked commission says, you know what it is? The chemistry is off with this team because of PCA and Alex playing in the World Baseball Classic. Think so, huh? Okay. Mr. Shorty checking in. What's up, Papa? Top of the morning, Sports Zone fam. Thank you for tuning in, Shorty. I appreciate you, buddy. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, I just need the Cubs to have a little more sense of urgency. I need them to have a better sense of urgency because they have the talent. There's not an easy out. If you go through that lineup, when healthy, there's not an easy out in that lineup, dude. Not one. All right. Nico Horner. Ballesteros. Miguel Amaya pinch hit. Conforto pinch hit as well. Kingery, pinch runner for him. So Horner, Ballesteros, Bregman, Happ, Suzuki, Carson Kelly, PCA, Dansby Swanson, Matt Shaw, Michael Busch. It's not an easy out in that lineup. Not an easy out in that lineup. And they're not playing to their potential. Not at all. As opposed to my White Sox, who have Miguel Vargas. Okay. Chase Maedroff, who's scrappy. Munitaka Murakami, okay. Lenin Sosa, yeah. Edgar Quero, Colson Montgomery, Andrew Benintendi, Luis Angel Acuna. Like, these are all names that they don't give you. Like, whoa. They don't put it this way. They don't put fear in the hearts of any pitchers. The White Sox lineup does not put fear in the heart of any pitchers. There might be one guy, maybe two. Murakami and Montgomery might be a cause for concern for some people, but they ain't putting fear in the hearts of pitchers. Saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. There's talent there. It's just raw and undeveloped yet. Kirk commits says Swanson is an easy out, Shawn. Don't lie. Don't lie, Shawn. But that's what I saw. That's what I'm seeing from this baseball season. I'm just not seeing intensity. I'm not seeing focus. I'm not seeing teams that are on either side of town that are doing whatever it takes to win. I see teams that say, yeah, you know what? If we lose, we got 150 something more. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. Not that I want them to be heartbroken over a loss. Like, oh no, we lost today. Yeah, there's 150 more games. But I need you spent after every game. Because it's not a physical game. It's not a physically taxing game. So what it comes down to is mental focus, mental preparation, and your own desire to be good. They're just not there yet. And it's 15 games. Give me 30 games. Give me a month. Then I can have a better assessment, both north and south side. Okay? Give me a month. Give me a month of games. Give me 30 games. And I have a better assessment of both teams. Okay? Listen, we're going to take a quick break. Let me get the warden off the CrossFit. All right, on the other side of the break, we will get in the top of the morning topics, all right? So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago.
911, operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127 Brymere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
No, I don't know though. I'm scared.
Do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
The 1-2 pitch. Waving a miss, strike 3. Ione, payoff.
Nice. Yeah, good challenge. I think he's going to be making a right turn here.
You thought right.
Call good return. Chicago 50.
Dance me to left. Reynolds back at the wall. It's gone! second dinger of the year for Dansby. Solo shot. It gets the Cubs on the board here in the third. They trail 5-1.
Really good work. Front lead. He's got a 2-0 count. Felt like he had to come in and got a 100-mile-an-hour heater, so why not?
Welcome back to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of the Marquee Network. Those were the Northsiders yesterday in Wrigley. No, I hear you, Commish. Commish says, yeah, you can't keep telling yourself it's a long season before you know we're at the break. Well, that's what I said. Give me a month. It's only 2 weeks. Teams have gone up. Teams have gone on stretches for 2 weeks, on hot and cold stretches for 2 weeks. All right? That's why I said give me a month. I know I'm not going to say it for forever, but give me a month. Monica, what's up, mija? My niece in here. What's up? What up, Theo? What's up, Monica? What's up, Jeremiah? I appreciate it. Let's get a crack-a-lackin', baby. You know how we do the first segment of every show is called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Let's go. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Let's see. I know which we're going to go. We're going to start. The good guys from the South Side. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yay. White Sox yesterday with a big win. A series clinching win over the Kansas City Royals. A big pain in our backside for the longest time. White Sox beat the Royals 6-5 in KC to win the series. Grant Taylor was starter again. He was the opener again. No decision, 2 innings. No hit baseball, no walks, 2 punch-outs. Costa Montgomery 2 for 3 with a double, his third, a homer, his third of the season, driving in his 8th and 9th RBIs on the season. Murray was 1 for 2, driving in with a homer, his first of the season, driving in his first and second ribbies on the campaign. And Andrew Benintendi, he drove in his second RBI of the season. White Sox have the day off today, but the White Sox tomorrow, they host the Tampa Bay Rays. They were down in Tampa already. Tampa's coming here tomorrow at the rate. First pitch is at 6:40 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on Chicago Sports Network or listen to it on their flagship station, ESPN 1000. That's 1000 a.m. The probables for tomorrow's game. For Tampa Bay, Shane McClanahan, he's 0-1 with a 4.15 ERA. And for the Southsiders, the good guys, making his major league debut, Noah Schultz, local kid from Oswego East, on the bump for the Southsiders. Keeping the moving, the next top of the morning topic. Cub fans, you got to be a little happy, huh? Woo-woo. The Cubs, they salvaged the game and they beat the Pirates 7-6. Jameson Taillon, rough day. He got a no decision. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, 10 punch-outs. Ballesteros was 2 for 3 with a homer, his second, driving in his 6th RBI of the season. Dansby Swanson, as you saw coming out of the break, he was 1 for 2 with that homer, his second of the season, driving in his 7th RBI of the season. Alex Bregman, he was 1 for 3, driving in his 5th and 6th runs of the campaign. Cubs are on the move today. Staying with them, the next top of the morning topic, the Cubs travel to Philly today to begin a 3-game set with the Phillies. First pitch is at 5:40 p.m. Well, come on. Who put 5:40 a.m.? That was me. What kind of jamoke? There you go. First pitch is at 5:40 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on the Marquee Network or listen to it on their flagship station, 104.3 FM or 670 a.m. The Score. The probables for tonight's game for the Northsiders out in the city a brotherly love. Javier Assad is on the bump for them. He is 1-0 with a 0.00 ERA going up against Christopher Sanchez. Not Dirty Sanchez. Christopher Sanchez, who's 1-1 with a 1.65 ERA for the Phils. Dirty Sanchez. I'm sorry. The next top of the morning topic, the Bulls. Only the Bulls. Only the Bulls. The Bulls fall to the Mavericks 149-128. The Bulls finished the season 1-51. Dillingham, he had 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Colin Sexton, 19 points in the losing effort. Olbrich, man, after some politicking, he gets his triple-double. 10 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists. And his last assist came on a breakaway, on an outlet pass. And the guy who caught it, I don't remember if it was, I don't remember who caught it, but he took 3 dribbles to lay it in, and it's only 2. But the entire team, which was really crazy, the entire team, as the game was ended, they went to the scorers tables to politic for Olbrich, and he got it. They gave him that assist to get the triple-double. I thought that was really cool. That was really cool. That's some teammates for you. Next time, the morning topic, the Blackhawks, baby. The Blackhawks host the Buffalo Sabres. Well, they beat the Blues 5-3. I always want to beat the Blues. That's for darn sure. But they host the Sabres tonight at the United Center. Puck drop is at 7:30 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on Chicago Sports Network or listen to it on their flagship station, 7:20 a.m. Blackhawks season is quickly coming to an end. Where are we at with them? Wednesday. That's quickly. That's quickly. Wednesday is the last game of the year for the Blackhawks. My goodness. But I will tell you this. There's been some growth. There's definitely been some growth with this Blackhawks team. All right, there's been some growth, even though they lost 5-3. Oh, what did they do? Did they win? Oh man, let me see something. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Let me see what they do. Yeah, they lost 5-3 to the Blues. The wrong one from before. But there's some growth. Frankie Nazar, Anton Frondell, who just came over from the Swedish league. He's getting in there, doing some work. So I like it. I like some of this stuff. Let's keep it moving. The next top of the morning topic. This was awesome. This was awesome. Oh, no. All right. Rory McIlroy Irishman Rory McIlroy wins the Masters, his second consecutive Masters, by 1 stroke over American Scotty Scheffler. All right. He's only the 4th, in the picture you see here, he's only the 4th player to win the Masters in back-to-back years. Jack Nicklaus was the first in 1965 and 66. Nick Faldo in 89 and 90. Tiger Woods, 01 and 02. And now Rory McIlroy, 2025 and 2026. 24 years. 24 years it took to get that, have that feat accomplished again. Insane. Freaking insane. Next up, I want to topic the sky. We've been in action. We got to do something. That was crazy. What is this? Who's the guy? Who's this Jamoke? Yes, let's do something about this craziness. There we go. This is from the sky. There we go. We're going to get this done. That's much better. That is much better. We don't get this done right away. It stinks. But that's all right. We'll get this picture up. Sky were very, very active this weekend. And I'll tell you what, I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. You know, there's a perception, right, going around about the sky, and there's nothing they could do about it. All right, they have a history, they have a reputation of being cheap, and fortunately, they're doing a lot to change that reputation. All right. After Angel Reese has left, Courtney Vandersloot signed a 2-year deal. Good to have her back. All-time leading scorer in Chicago Sky history. The acquisitions of Carrington, and Jackson. What's Carrington's first name? Son of a biscuit. Rakia Jackson is a girl that I'm excited to have. I'm excited to have. They got Azura Stevenson, Skylar Diggins, Dejanay Carrington. Skylar Diggins. That's the young lady on the left. She is a vet, but she's a winner. So you have, they say goodbye to Ariel Atkins. Ariel Atkins, they traded parts of the Sparks for Rakia Jackson. Rakia Jackson's only 25, ton of upside. She averaged almost 15 points last year for the Sparks. All right. And according to Alyssa Hirsch from the Chicago Sun-Times, again, you add that to Skylar Diggins, Azura Stevens, Dejanay Carrington, Courtney Vandersloot. Okay, this rebuild, it's taking shape. It's taking shape. Elizabeth Williams is back as well. So it's going to be interesting. Camila Cardoso, I'm excited to see what she does, how she looks this season. All right, Camila Cardoso is a young lady who was a little slow of foot. So hopefully she's gotten quicker. Her foot speed is up. My man Rick Gonzalez checking in. He's like, hola, amigo. I smoked way too much bud this weekend, FGB. I didn't ever think I'd hear you say that, Rick. My guy Junior says, I remember in 1999, all of us veterans knew what we had to do to win the championship. We were all on the same page. We were a veteran-led team. We came to practice focused. Our practices were tough. Our practices were intentional. Remember, we had Dennis McKinnon as our offensive coordinator at the time. And, man, our first national championship. My first national championship, I went on to win 2 more. 6 and 08. Damn, 7 and 9 years later. Holy jeez. Foulmouth Chris, what's up, Papa? Says, do we have to talk about the Bulls? I'm going to go to some more Sky games. Plenty of eye candy and players, too. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? No, Junior, I don't agree. I think this shows that Reese was the problem. No. Reese just spoke out about the bullshit that was going on with the Sky. The Sky's been a half-ass organization since they began. Think of all the players that they let go. If you, and I mentioned that before, if you put together all the players they let go, put that team together, that's a playoff. It's a playoff team. We have Courtney Williams, Marina Mabry, Kalia Copper, Alana Smith, Elizabeth Williams. Don't forget, we also had Candace Parker. Mabry and Copper requested trades. Alana Smith and Courtney Williams, they left via free agency. And don't worry, don't forget, bro, remember, they're practicing in the Bertle Center. The Bertle Center is where the Bulls used to practice in Deerfield. But it's a community center now. So they had no space. You're the 3rd largest market in the country. And you don't have your own practice facility? This is why a lot of these people left. You saw the stuff that the New York Liberty had. You saw the stuff that the Connecticut Sun had. You saw the stuff that the Las Vegas Aces had. LA Sparks. Remember, a lot of these girls went to college together. Or they played against each other. You know, you got girls. They're only like 5 or 6 really big schools. All right, South Carolina, Tennessee, Connecticut. Those are the big ones. A lot of those girls came from those schools and played together or played against each other. The last couple of years, a lot more schools have been getting good players like Notre Dame, Hannah Hidalgo. All right, USC with Juju Watkins. But these girls talk. These girls talk, and they're like, man, the facilities here suck. Facilities here are good. And the Sky just didn't have the money. I don't know, and Dwayne Wade is part of that ownership group. How do you not have money? Laura Ricketts, if I'm not mistaken, is part of the ownership group. How do you not have money? But, okay, they decided to put their money where their mouth is. They decided to act like a big boy franchise and build their own practice facilities. So those of you, it's in Bedford Park. It's literally, don't say, oh, the suburbs. Okay, technically it is, but it's on the border of Bedford Park in Chicago. If you cross the street, 65th Street, if you cross the street, you're back in Chicago. That's how close it is. It's right by Midway Airport. It's 65th, about 2-3 blocks past or west of Cicero. That's where all the hotels are. If you ever flew out of Midway, you see all the hotels. That's Bedford Park. And the city hates those things because they get no city taxes because it's not the city of Chicago. All the hotels that are there. But yeah, so the Sky decided to act like a big boy franchise. Thank God. Cornelia said, I never got over Deladon leaving. Yeah, me either. I agree, Chris. Chris says Sylvia Fowles, Elena Deladonna, you keep them players that left, you have multiple championships. I agree. You're competing. You might not have you'd have multiple championships, but you'd be one of the best teams in the league who's there every year. Every year you'd be a legitimate contender. But if you remember our guy, Jason Palmer, from What's Up Cuz, he's covered the Sky since their inception. And he's talked all about the dysfunction in that organization. Now, with the new general manager, new direction, the new acquisition of players, talented players, this is a playoff team. This is a playoff team. So hopefully they can win some games. Because I, like you, Chris, I think I'd like to go to more Sky games. I really would. Smaller venue, more intimate setting. Eye candy's nice. On and off the court. But I'd love to show support. I still have the WNBA League Pass. Just charged me for it, last month or this month, something like that. Straight. Chris says, let me be the GM. I will definitely bring this proud city a championship. GM of which team? The Sky? The Bears? The Cubs? The Sox? The Bulls? The Blackhawks? But yeah, that's going to be interesting. See how this team, they're going to start playing soon. Didn't they finish? When does the season start? That's a good question. Because they finished in like June. They start to the end of the year and they go to like June. Yeah. But anyway, speaking about some other buster teams. You know what? Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. On the other side, we'll Chris said, any team except the Cubs and the Blackhawks. Don't like the Cubs and don't know doo-doo about hockey. Okay. We're gonna take a break and then we're gonna talk baseball. Well, we talked a little baseball early. We'll talk Bulls. Okay? Talk a little more baseball. Talk a little golf. Okay, Rory, man, I was impressed with that. Talk a little Bears. All right, we'll get it in this last hour, all right? So keep it locked right here. Don't go anywhere, folks. Be right back. Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago. Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
It's a romance sport. What? It's a romance sport like that.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Everybody in a work zone is someone's somebody.
This is my mom. She works for KDOT.
This is my dad.
This is my mom.
This is my daddy.
This is my sister.
This is my daddy.
This is my son, Scott. He was killed while working in a highway work zone. When you drive through a work zone, drive like a life depends on it. Because it does.
Something that you're not looking for, and usually it's soft stuff in the zone.
Benintendi rips this one down the line in right field. It's a fair ball. It's going to go off the wall. Caglione misplays it. Benintendi will slam on the brakes and end at second.
You're going to see him. It's just a question of when, not if.
Ripped down the line, a fair ball off the bat of Lenin Sosa. He will stop at second base. And the White Sox with something cooking here. 2-2. In the air to right field. It is Harris shielding his eyes. And he makes the grab. Garcia tags from second. He will advance to third with one down. People have been wondering about. 2-2. Gets some swinging, strike three. The Royals add another run. It's 2-0 as we go to the ninth.
Welcome back to Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those comes courtesy of Chicago Sports Network. Those were the good guys with a big win. A series winning win over the Kansas City Royals. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So I had told you I would do it, and I didn't get a chance to. I was trying to get it done today. Man, it was a little nuts. So I wanted to get another mock draft in. And that's what I was doing in the during the commercial or during the commercial. Yeah. This guy is 9. Yeah, but he's only 6'2". So it's funny, as I was looking at a whole bunch of different he's 6'3". Yeah, it's crazy. This mock draft stuff. Remember, I think last year was the first year I did a mock draft. I just thought they were so stupid, and now I'm obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with them. And, oh, here's the dude I wanted. There we go. Good. Eject. I'm not trading with the Packers. No. Forget the Packers. Bump them. So I'm looking for a safety now. Jalen Kilgore out of South Carolina, or Bud Clark out of TCU. Let me see something real quick. Bud Clark, he's a 12th rated, 6'2", 185. And Jalen Kilgore, 6'1", 210. All right, we'll take him. Jalen Kilgore. So I said we're going to talk. Yeah, they're addicted for sure. They damn sure are. Brian says, happy Monday. How are you? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. That's your first one? Oh, man, Black Diamond in the house. What's up, Papa? You're top of the morning. FGB, baby. Black Diamond's in the house. We go tackle or linebacker. Isaiah World guy is. Get hurt. Whoa. Oh, that's weird. So we're gonna talk a little bit. Talk Bulls. You know what? Let's talk Bulls. I know, Chris, you don't want to talk Bulls, but we're in a situation where the Bulls season ends 31-51. Okay? So they're supposed to have the meeting today. Exit interviews with the players. The front office is going to talk to Billy. And they're going to figure out where they want it, what's going to happen. I don't know if would it be better for Billy to just leave? You know what I mean? Like, does he want to stay for another rebuild? Does he want to stay and develop more players? I don't know. Because whoever your GM is going to be, is going to want to bring in his own guy. Period. He's going to want to bring in his own guy. He's going to want to start anew. And I'm not saying Billy's a bad coach. I know some of you don't like him, but Billy's a good coach. Cornelius, that's another option. Make Billy the GM. But does Billy want to move up? That would be such a Chicago Bulls / White Sox thing to do. Move him up. But will Billy and the head coach then, if Billy wants to go to the front office, Now he gets to get the head coach. I actually like that, Cornelius, because now he can get the coach he wants. They can work lockstep, hand in hand, and they can get this thing moving. I don't know if Billy's done being on the sideline. I don't know. I don't think he is. I don't think Billy's done being on the side. I think he wants to be on the sideline. I think he still loves coaching. I'm telling you, coaching is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I miss it. I miss it a lot. And I think Billy would feel the same way. There's a time when you're a ball player, when you're a hooper, you're a football guy, you're a football guy. If you're a coach, God, walking away, leaving coaching is so difficult. Because yes, you're still in the game. If you're in a GM in front office, you're getting the players, but you're not coaching. And that's the thing, is the instruction, the teaching is what you enjoy. The development of these players is what you enjoy. Also, the development and the teaching can age the hell out of you. Can age the hell out of you. So we're going to go with Isaiah World. I know he tore his ACL. Don't worry, we got a stopgap. See, after so long, it just takes you out. You got to do it over. It took too long. But I don't know about this Bulls team. You know, I'm obviously a Chicagoan. Loved the Bulls my entire life. Was fortunate enough to work at the old barn at Chicago Stadium back in 88, 87, 88. The last time the All-Star game was there. Got to meet Mike, Scotty, Horace. That was a rookie year. And basketball is just Chicago. It's just Chicago. And to finally, for us to hope to have a good team, we feel we deserve it. We're a basketball town. I know we're always going to, we love our sports. We love our Bulls. Cornelius is Markel Bell, late round left tackle from my. Okay, I'll look at his film. You know, a lot is going to be determined today after they meet. After Billy meets with the brass, is he staying coaching? How backwards would that be? Him helping pick his own boss, the new general manager? Or does he want to leave and go up to be general manager? Or does he just want to leave the organization, period? If I were Billy, I'd be like, you know what? I'm out. I appreciate the hospitality. I just want a new, fresh start. A fresh new start. You don't have to say a more functioning. You don't have to say that type of a more competent front office. You don't have to say that. Because Billy's been dealt a crappy hand for the majority of the time he's been here. And the one thing I'll give him mad respect is that he coaches to win. He coaches to win, as evidenced by a couple of victories at the end of the season after the trade deadline, when they traded away everyone. You know, I got mad respect for him. Him tanking is not the way he was raised. It's not the way he was brought up in the game. And I get it. A lot of fans wanted it. But it's not who Billy is. And you have to respect that about him. You know, you have to respect that about him. And so what kind of team do you want? I mean, there's a potential for us to have 2 first-round picks if Portland makes the playoffs. So let's everyone root for Portland so we can get a couple first-round picks. But I'm afraid for this. The franchise scares me. All right. If Billy wants to move on, I think that'll be the best for everybody. The best. All right, because now he's going to be gone. Now they can get a new GM who can bring in his own guy, which is the way it should be. I get Billy's a great coach to some people. Others, he might not be. All right, he's a Hall of Fame coach. Let's start with a fresh, clean slate. New GM picks his new head coach. You go from there. Just makes it easier. Because now it's going to look like Billy has more power, and who has the veto power in that room? Billy or his boss, the GM? So that means the GM really works for Billy. Is that how you want it to work? Is that how you want that dynamic to exist? No. So for me, I want Billy to just leave. I want him to go explore other opportunities. Hell, take a year off. If there's not a position, a job that you like, take a year off. Spend time with the wife, the kids, the grandkids. Okay, spend time with them. All right, because this is probably going to be the last time for a while, especially if you have grandkids and they're young. You know, you get to spend a lot of time with them. All right, you're loaded. Take them to Disney World while the parents are working. Take them wherever. Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Nashville, whatever. Disneyland, Disney World, Epcot Center, SeaWorld. There's a whole spend time with those kids. You know, I talk about that with us. Let your loved ones know you love them because tomorrow's promised to no one. Make more memories. Why can't he do it? I think for his own mental health, it might be a good thing. It might be a good thing to say, hey, listen, I'm done with this. Done with the Bulls. You know. And if he wants to retire or sit out a year, well, guess what? He's still under contract. How much longer? He got a new contract recently. Remember that. Last year, July 27, 2025, the Chicago Bulls signed head coach Billy Donovan to a multi-year contract extension. While specific terms and lengths were not disclosed, the extension follows a previous deal signed in 2022 and secures him as the leader of the organization entering 2026. So what happened? Here's the deal. He's going to do the Bulls a solid. He's going to do the Bulls a solid because he's under contract with the Bulls. Any team that wants him when he comes out of retirement or after his year sabbatical is going to have to compensate the Bulls. How bad do you want Billy Donovan as your head coach? Is that worth a first-round pick? Or depending where the other team selects, second-round pick? How important it is to the other team, the other organization, that Billy is their man? How imperative is it? Because if it is, they might come up off that first. If it's not, they might just the max might be a second. But the Bulls are good. So Billy walks away, decides to either retire or just leave. Well, one is under contract. That's why I'd say for him to take a year off. Take a year off. Decompress, relax, decide if you still want to, in your time off, decide if you still want to come back and be a head coach in the NBA. Keep it moving. Good guys. Off today, play tomorrow. I'm strongly thinking about going to see Noah Schultz in his major league debut. Noah Schultz is 6'10", 6'11", fire-balling left-hander. Stop me when you heard that before. Garrett Croceo. Okay? We're going to trade him to Boston in 2 weeks. But I want to see this guy. Here's the good thing. I was watching Russell Dorsey yesterday. And they asked him a question like, is it too soon for Noah Schultz to come up? And he said, no. He said, the one thing you want to do is you want as an organization and as a player, here's what you do. Here's what you want. You want to force the organization to make room for you. All right, Noah Schultz, with 3 starts already in the minors, like a 1-point-something ERA, 70 trillion strikeouts. Like, whoa. Then, pitchers are bumped up a little bit, bruised up, nicked up. So with his performance in the minors, combined with injuries, and we need arms, perfect time to bring Noah Schultz up. This is a youngster who's electric. You talk about this young man. Yeah. He's a 2022 first-round pick when we got him. So he's been down there in the minors for a couple of years training. Then they might bring up Sam Antonacci, Sox utility man. Yeah. And I've heard from a couple of people, Ozzie being one of them, and a couple other baseball minds that I appreciate and that I respect. One of them was Russell Dorsey, not yesterday, but before. They said Sam Antonacci might be the best player in their system. He might be the best player in their system. So the White Sox have talent. Got Colson Montgomery up. Got Teo when he gets back from the hamstring. Good. Yeah. Good stuff. So, Kyle Teo has a hamstring issue that he hurt in the World Baseball Classic, so it's going to be a minute for him to get back. I really like him. I like Carroll too. I like their dynamic duel they have behind the plate. I do. I like that. I like them a lot. Northsiders, we talked about you guys already, right? We talked about the lack of focus. We talked about the lack of preparation. Talked about the lack of readiness to start the season. I don't know why many of you feel that Milwaukee was just going to give up the crown. Thought because you made a couple of nice additions this offseason that they're just going to lay down. And you felt you didn't need to come out with a sense of urgency, because if you felt you needed to come out with a sense of urgency, you would have come out with a sense of urgency. So that starts at the top. That starts with Craig Counsell. You got to get this team ready. Got to get them motivated, and then the players. It ultimately falls on the players. The players have to decide. All right, we're ready. We're ready to play. But like I said, the bet. At the end of the day, it comes down to the players. The players have to want to. They have to be ready. They have to be mentally focused. All right. And I say that they need you, manager, and all this. But if you're at that level, why do you need your manager to motivate you? Why? Why do you need someone to motivate you when you're playing at the highest level? You understand that you are playing against the best in the world. The best in the world. There's none better. And you can't get motivated? That's just something about you as a player, as an individual. That's what that says. Not get motivated. I'm a multimillionaire playing a kid's game, and I have the audacity to not get motivated. What? That's ridiculous. We talk Bulls? Thought we did. Did we talk Bulls? I know I mentioned them earlier. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Did we talk Bulls already? Black Diamond, Cornelius, Foulmouth Chris, Foulmouth C. Did we talk Bulls already? I'm waiting for you to put something in the chat, guys. Did we talk Bulls already, yes or no? Oh, yeah, we did, because we're talking about Billy Donovan. Don't play football. A lot of hits to the head. We'll talk Bears. We'll talk Bears. So in all my mocks, I'm getting, and the one I did one last night. Like, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to nap today when I get back from picking up the warden. I got to run a couple of errands and I'm going to nap. Man, at 25, they're allowing me the last two. We're do another quick one. They will have the young man from Ohio State, McDonald. Okay, it looks like this is the first one that doesn't, not letting me. Oh, we traded Houston. Accept. No. Ooh, go back a little bit. Reject. So this is the first one that doesn't have it because I just traded back. But they had the kid from, they got Caleb Banks still available. But the kid from McDonald from Ohio State, who was a monster. We got Kristen Miller from Georgia. You know what? Give me these Georgia boys. Give me these Georgia boys. We're taking. We're drafting him. Kristen Miller. Boom. No. Here's where we get it because there's not a lot of edge. Cassius Howell is a name that he's the 11th ranked edge rusher, but he's short, 6'2", 250. If Akeem Mesner doesn't fall to the 25, the Bears should trade back. And a couple of them, Cornelius, a couple of the mocks, he fell, or he went, one of them, he went right before me in the first round. And another one, I took him. I took him. You know, one of the things that, let's say Cassius Howell. One of the things that I keep this. Rick says, I guess since the team is picking so late, my care for the draft is not there like prior years. Just get a starter, in my opinion, FGB. Well, get a starter or get a rotation piece. So this is some bullshit. To bring it up, Bain, the defensive end from Miami. Why they're bringing it up, I don't know. They're bringing up the fact that he was in an accident a couple of years ago and a young lady lost her life. Now the media is going back to the family saying, hey, now that Ruben Bain is going to be a top pick, you want to, talk about your daughter. Here's what was said. If you look what that says, it says, we receive requests, your a potential article about our daughter, Destiny Betts. As a family, we remain deeply committed to honoring her memory in a meaningful and appropriate way, Betts' family said in the statement to the read, optional. Destiny's passing was a result of a tragic accident that occurred several years ago. While the loss remains incredibly painful for our family, We have worked hard to find peace and move forward. At this time, we are not seeking public attention surrounding this tragedy and respectfully request that our family's privacy be honored. We also wish Mr. Bain the best as he continues his life and his career. And the careless driving charge against Bain was dismissed by a court approximately 2 weeks before Betts' death while she remained in a coma. No finding of criminal liability has been made in connection with the crash or her death. So you got to bring this shit up just to take the young man's name. Now, I don't know the details of the accident, but if her family is willing to forgive her, why would you want to bring this up again to the family? They're moving on, trying to get through it, and you want to bring this shit up again. Let me take this down because this shit pisses me off. So so the media does this, and yes, I know I'm part of the media, but man, have some God-blessed sense. You know there's going to be one, and hopefully no one else reaches out to them. Hopefully no one else reaches out to them. They already made their statement. We don't want any attention. We don't. All right, Cornelius, I just drafted Markel. No, still too much. So I just drafted Markel Bell at an 89th pick. So leave this family alone. Stop trying to remember the who was the offensive tackle? Goodness gracious, from Miss. I want to say he went to Ole Miss, and his ex-girlfriend released the picture of him smoking weed with a gas mask on. Remember that? Remember that? Man, keep Booker World checking in. Late as hell, but you're here. That's all that matters, brother. That's all that matters, bro. I appreciate it. If we can get the McDonald kid from Ohio State or Caleb Banks or Keem Messidor, one of those three. If I had, in this order, the young man from Ohio State, McDonald kid, Messidor, Banks, in that order. If they're all there, if all three are still there, I'm taking a kid from Ohio State first. We have to stop. We have to be able to stop the run. We have to be. We have to be able to stop the run. When they can blast like we did other teams, we gashed them right up the middle. We gashed the other teams right up the middle. So, no, I don't want to. Take Lorenzo Styles. Okay. Take Lorenzo Styles as a safety. They tested well and excuse me. 7. Do we have any more? Got 1. Nope, I don't want safety. Give me all. Carmona, guard, 6'5". Okay, that's nice. I'll do that. Let's do that. Good. I had 2 picks right next to each other. That's dope. If that player is not there, 25 Bears should move down a few spots. Black Diamond says not necessarily. You run the risk of who you truly want being poached several spots before. Well, it depends on how far you move down. If it's 2 or 3 spots, cool. More than 5, now you're like, eh. More than 5, yeah. Now you're testing fate. Now you're testing fate, and you're asking like, okay, we have. I don't want to kill a guy at a Duke. Sorry, I'm crazy. Cornelius says, Petty King goes, I disagree because they're all about the same. I hear you. That I can agree with. However, there might be a guy that you want. In that group, there could be a guy that you want. You know what I mean? And obviously you have them all ranked. So you're going to want in that cluster mess, you're going to want the highest ranked one if you can get it. Highest ranked player if you can get it. Oh, you're saying, but no further than 35. Oh, don't drop past 35. No, I'm saying don't drop past 30. Stay in the first round. If you're coming up in the first round, if you're a team who's coming to get another first round pick and you're coming up and I'm going into the second round, okay, cool. You're giving me that pick because, I mean, there's 32 teams that are in the NFL. So 30th, we're going to jump up from 30 to 25. Okay. I'm getting that in a second round pick. Maybe next year, but give me a second round pick. Because you got to remember, second round picks are the steals. Because there's so many teams with so many players with first round grades, but there's only 32 slots in the first round. So you're going to have more players. There's more than 32 players with a first round grade. So you're going to get second round picks who have the talent to be first rounders, and it's cheaper. So if you can get in there, if we could be like the Bulls and have 17 second round picks, I'd be happier than a pig and slop right now. I'd be happier than a pig and slop because second round picks in the NFL are gold. Gold, Jerry, gold for my Seinfeld fans. You get first round talent that just couldn't fit in the first round. That's it. And cheaper. And cheaper. And you're going to need these players because you're going to have to sign Caleb very, very soon. Get all these players on rookie deals. Get an edge. Get a D tackle. Get a safety. All the key positions you need, get them on rookie deals because Caleb is going to cost a pretty penny, especially if we win the North and get to the playoffs again. And he breaks 4,000 yards and he throws 30 touchdowns to set the Bears' single-season record for passing yards and touchdowns. Yeah, he's going to cost a lot. So get as many second-round picks as you can for the upcoming years. If I was the Bears, I'd say, okay, we'll get your extension. We'll wipe off the 5th year, and your extension starts in your 5th year. And that'll give you plenty of time as the Bears. Because as the cap goes up, we're going to have, because this is going to be Caleb's 3rd year. So you can have 3 starters, contributors on rookie deals that you can have. Shorty, you're a damn fool. Let Caleb be Caleb equals league MVP and Super Bowl MVP this season. Okay. Cornelius says, I'd be willing to move all the way back to 40 or 41 from 25. Woo. Okay. Yeah, I'm not that. So if you're going to move back from 25 to 40, that's 15 slots. I mean, you're in the middle of second round, which is fine. You're going to swap picks. You're going to get that second round pick. I better get another or 2 picks, a second round next year, maybe a third next year for jumping 15 slots. That's a lot of ground real estate you're traveling from 40 to 25. You're going to pay. There's a guy you think is the dude for your team, offense, defense, special teams, whatever. All right. Let's talk. Let's not forget, 15 slots is a big drop, Cornelius. Big. They're going to ask for a lot in return. A lot. And they should. And they should. All right. Wow. So let me tell you, Cornelius, when I did Markel Bell, they gave me an F on this one. They gave me an F. Is that because he didn't he tear his ACL? Did he tear? Cornelius, because Cornelius said, Shawn, you'll feel better about Markel Bell once you watch his tape. And I just got an F from his tape or from this draft. We'll bring it up here. We'll look at it real quick. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm going to bring this up, and I'll show you who I just drafted. We'll talk about it. Excited. I'm excited. Here we go. Cornelius said he dominates on tape, but is he the one that I was reading that hurt his So here's the draft I just did. Kristen Miller, defensive tackle from Georgia. I got an A. Cassius Howell at 57. I got a B+. Kamari Ramsey, safety, B-. I don't know why Lorenzo Styles, safety, C-. Fernando Carmona, guard, B-. Caden Barnett, guard, A. I got Houston second round pick in 27, and I got Seattle second round pick in 27. Just what I was talking about. This is why. Remember I was telling you, stockpile a whole bunch of second round picks. That's 3 second round picks for us. That's 3 in 2027. Look at all the players he's got in the second round, Ryan Poles. Look how successful he's been in the second round. Hell, look at this year. Just look at this year. Ozzie Shapiro, Luther Burden. We get 3. I thought we got a third one. Did we get a third, second round? Did we have? Who's the third one? Cornelia says, I know Caleb Banks is hurt, but I hadn't heard that Markel Bell was hurt. Okay. Who are the 3 second-round picks? Ozzie Trapillo, Luther Burden III. Were there only 2 second-round picks? I thought there were 3. Were there 2 second-round picks or 3 that the Bears had this year? Ozzie Trapillo and Luther Burden is what I'm thinking. Let me know. 3. Okay, who's the third one? Draft picks. Shamar Turner. Thank you. I'm excited to see him. I'm really excited to see Shamar Turner. Now, he's coming off a ACL, so he's not going to be as explosive as we want. But if he can be a little disruptive, let him come back next year in 27 after not having an injury and getting to train instead of rehab. Thank you, Cornelius. Yeah, 3. Luther Burden at 39, Trapillo, the second round, Shamar Turner. I really, really, really am excited about Shamar Turner. I really am. I think that boy is gonna be motivated, unlike our Sox and Cubs. My Sox, your Cubs. Not my Cubs. I was saying ours is a collective, our baseball team, even though I only have one baseball team in Chicago. See the one. So let me look at this again. They're saying that that's an F. Markel Bell. Why? Why are they saying that? No, I don't. It doesn't make sense to me why they would say he's that pick is an F. You're telling me he's a. Excuse me. Sorry about that. For result, the dashboard. No, okay. Yeah, I want to see why they're saying that this is a. Why it's a bad pick. It's got me confused. Got me. Yeah, Katie McDonald. Let me see. Offense, tackles. Blake Miller. Markel Bell. What's the deal with him? So I'm looking at this. He's a 14th ranked offensive tackle. He's a mammoth tackle who'll be a prime middle round target for teams that value overwhelming size, power, and strength. He began his career at Holmes Community College after a late growth spurt in high school. He's a junior college all-region performer in 23. He also signed with the Hurricanes. 25, he was a full-time starter at left tackle, earned a Senior Bowl invite for his play, and at times struggled against explosive talents with superior leverage. But he improved over the course of the week. This is at the Senior Bowl, and remains a compelling scheme-specific talent at 6'9", 346, with around 36.5-inch arms and 7.7 3-inch wingspan. Bell's one of the biggest players to hit the draft circuit in league history. Ultra rare size comes with some natural trade-offs. Bell is a good athlete for his size, but is naturally a bit lumbering and slow in recovery. He's not the most flexible in his hips, and playing with proper leverage and pad level is a struggle, to say the least. Bell counteracts that need for superior leverage to a degree with his careful footwork, angle IQ, and ability to swivel back his anchor and dominate opponents with his size alone. But he'll need to keep refining his hand usage and timing at the NFL level. Bell has low-level starting potential in gap and inside zone schemes, but may function best as a swing tackle. Oh. What they're saying. So to say, Cornelius. Oh, Gabe, is he a defensive end? Edge? Gabe Jackas from Illinois. That's the guy you're talking about. 6'3", 270. Number 5 ranked edge in the class. Power pack profile, 6'3", 260. Great initial burst, hand power and strength finishing moves through contact. He thrived from a 2-point stance as an outside linebacker. His mobility for his size stands out, but his strength and leverage suggests he could offer even more impact as a 3-point DN and a 4-3 or 3-4 front. Jackas is a well-rounded edge with strong knockback power. His ceiling is capped by a lack of quantifiable elite top-end traits. He might never be a game wrecker, but he's explosive, strong, and nuanced enough to operate as a quality 2-phase and 3-down presence. His build, grants him a degree of inherent schematic and alignment versatility, and his pass rush chops are ready for action day one. Okay. Here, we'll read the notes from the Senior Bowl. Day one, Gabe Jackas' biggest knock in college was that he sometimes disappeared against elite competition. Well, if Senior Bowl competition is the best of the best, then we can accredit Jackas with some redemption in this area. He was spectacular on day one. In one-on-ones, Jackas was consistently disruptive with his combination of urgent response, mass, leverage, and targeted hand force. He won one rep with a brutal chop rip and notched a strip sack on Garrett Nussmeier in team drills with similar power and tenacity. He also took reps both outside and at 4-eye, suggesting his projected versatility in alignment. So if you want to go to a NASCAR package, you could always bump him inside if you wanted to. Don't have day 2 or 3. They just have day 1 for Jackas. That's it. Okay. So listen. So on Wednesday, we're coming up. Got 5 minutes left. On Wednesday, we're going to have EJ Snyder. All right. You know, I have him every year right around this time. EJ Snyder, we're going to talk and we're going to get some more info on some of these guys. And then on Friday, Jacob Infante. I confirmed those two yesterday. So we got a lot of Bears talk coming up on Wednesday and coming up on Friday. All right, since the Cubs suck, the Sox suck, the Bulls suck, Blackhawks suck. Blackhawks season's over Wednesday anyway. So this is the lull. This is the dead time of the season, of football season, where now we just get worried about the draft in a couple weeks. And I might be doing a draft party. So if you're interested, let me know. I might be doing a draft party at Branding Iron. I'll let you guys know for sure. We're trying to figure something out. And it'll be before the draft. It'll probably be half hour, 45 minutes before the draft. So If we do, come on out. We'll be out in the pavilion. Okay, if you're at the first, watch party I had, we're out back. So, yeah. Cool. Well, listen, 2 hours is coming and gone. I want to thank you guys, man. You guys made this a great show, man. I will. And then now that they've already, I already read, some of his weaknesses. I'm going to check it. Yeah, D. Snyder from Twisted Sister, you jamoke. We're not going to take it, are we, Junior? I'll check it out, Cornelius. I want to see, because those are things you can work on. Okay, just because they give you a grade and they give you your strengths and weaknesses doesn't mean you can't work one of your weaknesses into a strength or into a positive. You know what I mean? And if we feel we got the right guy in Dan Rochar, and especially Ben Johnson is the head man, the head coach, Dan Rochar, a very, very well respected offensive line coach. If you think those guys could do the work with him, cool. You can always get quicker. You can always get smoother. Okay, you can always do that. How bad does Markel Bell want to work? Does he want to get in the pool and kick step in the pool? Does he want to do a lot more drills? Does he want to do drills in the pool? Does he want to do drills in the sand? Okay. Giving up a lot of resistance in the sand to make his footing on regular NFL turf quicker. So we'll see. Cornelius, I will check it out. I'll see if I can do it today. I'm not sure. I got a lot of stuff to do today. But I will do my damnedest to have it checked out by Wednesday. Okay? All right, well, listen. Guys, have a phenomenal weekend. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I love and appreciate all of you. Hey, make sure you tune in. Make sure you get your stuff, your Sports Zone Chicago swag. Just get it now. All right? Get your FGB shirts, hats, your hoodies, your Coaching Matters T-shirts, your Bears Victory Monday shirts, your Sports Zone Chicago hoodie, your Sports Zone Chicago hats, your Cigar Fanatic T-shirts, men and women, your Bears Victory Monday T-shirts, your Good, Better, Best T-shirts, your FGB T-shirts, Good, Better, Best sweats, hoodies. You see, Mashawn, Mr. Southside himself, already got his orange FGB hoodie. Okay, we got all that stuff. Get that stuff together. And then don't forget, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I have the information, so I will do it first thing on Wednesday. I'll put the Zelle and the Zelle, PayPal, and Venmo information for the tickets for the double nickel all linen celebration for me on July 25th. Okay, on July 25th, you guys want to go get your tickets, get them now. And we're going away from Eventbrite because Eventbrite has too many fees. Too many fees. You pay 20% extra in fees. I'm like, no, I'm not going to have my people do that. It's bullshit. So no. All right, I will have the Zelle, Venmo, and PayPal information up that you can buy your tickets. Okay, I'll have that on Wednesday. I'm gonna create a flyer. So, instead of this, like this White Sox thing, I'll have all the three things for you when I'll just post it up on Wednesday. Okay, get your tickets now. Get them now, baby. I'm telling you, it's going to sell out, and you're not going to want to miss it. One of the girls from CrossFit, she's like, "Give me it. I got to get my ticket." I'm like, "Yep." So it's gonna get live, baby. It's gonna be live. But listen, I got to run. I got to go pick up the warden. All right. Believe me, I love you, and I am grateful and appreciative for your support. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Listen, let your loved ones know you love them because tomorrow is promised to no one. And Patty, if you're still watching, make sure you give me a date for dinner. I will be up there. I'll travel my ass up there. I promise. All right. All right. Listen, I love you guys. I'll see you on Wednesday. 12:15. Second City Sports, Lakina and Sid take you on another thing. Hey, do you guys like this? My guy Steve-O did a cool thing. So if I wanted to talk about, say I wanted to talk about my White Sox. All right. It doesn't have the whole picture, but it has the score, so we can kind of see it. All right. Bulls, Blackhawks, Scrubs. You like those little, they're called score bugs. Do you like that? I thought that was pretty dope. Just FYI. But anyway, I'm out of here. I got to run. I can't wait to talk to you guys on Wednesday. I'm going to do another stupid fucking draft, probably 2 or 3 mock drafts, and we'll talk about that shit some more. We got EJ Snyder on Wednesday. We got Jacob and Fonte on Friday. We got tons and tons of football action now that baseball season is the only season going for Chicago sports because basketball is done. The Blackhawks are done this week as well. So Blackhawks are done. Bulls are done. Blackhawks are done Wednesday. So and our 2 baseball teams suck. All right. So we'll get a crack-a-lacking, get a lot of football talk in this week. See you guys on Wednesday. So from everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and your boy is out.